Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures. It's D-Day 0500 hours, turn 10. Quick recap. 6-inch visibility as the sun will not rise for 2 turns. Turn 12, 0600 hours. The large circle area is lit up with a spotlight. The spotlight has a 24-inch range, and Sergeant Logan, the 3rd Squad Assistant Leader, the 1058th Grenadiers, is controlling the spotlight. Units may advance, no run, until 0600 hours. As well, the green fields are flooded and the brown fields are dry. The hedgerows block line of sight unless unit is positioned in the hedgerow and then may see out normally. Units in hedgerow have a 4-inch visibility when looking through the hedgerow at an enemy who is also in the hedgerow. So these are thick hedgerows. Start here with current positions of the units and the situation on the battlefield. In the distance is turn10. The 506th PIR platoon commander, Captain Carey, positioned here. We've got the M5 3-inch AT gun moving into position toward the barricade that was built by Captain Carey, and one man from 3rd Squad, rest from 2nd Squad. 2nd Squad leader Sergeant Braden moving forward. A man from 2nd Squad here. 3rd Squad man with the BAR here. All of 3rd Squad for the 506th are explosive experts. Platoon Sergeant David is going to start this turn on ambush. 3rd Squad leader Jake McNeese and another 2-man rifle team from 3rd Squad moved forward this past turn to the corn. They helped push back the 1058 2nd Squad LMG gunner. The loader was killed. Private Corey and extra rifleman here moved forward and flanked the Germans, but now their position is known by the enemy since they fired off their weapons, wounding the loader originally. Also, these men's positions, they also all fired their guns, so they're all known. Their positions are known. 3rd Squad Assistant Leader Sergeant Brandon. His position is not known because he threw a grenade. He's still hidden. Flamethrower team hidden in the hedgerow. 506 Commander Colonel Sink with his radio operator. 2nd Bazooka team and a medic positioned here in the hedgerow. Sergeant Caleb, the sniper, is going to start on ambush. Here we have a 2-man LMG team from 2nd Squad moving through the marshy field. And 2-man rifle team, one with a BAR, moving up to help 4th Squad heavy weapons Sergeant Matt. Back marshy field, light mortar team, medium mortar team, 57mm AT gun in the road. Sun rises, we'll have a nice line of sight down the road. MMG team number 1, hidden in the hedgerow. Sergeant Travis's M8 scout car still has 2 pins. Platoon leader First Lieutenant Corey, hidden in the hedgerow, will start on ambush. MMG team number 2 has lost 1 man. They're down to 2 guys. And looks like just 1 pin marker. Mostly first squad here. First squad assistant leader, Sergeant Steven, leading since the leader was killed. Also starting on ambush is the first bazooka team. They're along the hedgerow. And over here we have a few more 506 soldiers. We have Sergeant Jory, sniper, starting on ambush, and a second squad SMG soldier next to him. And then also we have the second squad assistant leader, Sergeant Adam, backing them up. And that's going to wrap it up for the 506th positions as of 0500 hours. Turn 10. Move over here, where the first squad of the 506 has been facing off with Germans, 1058th, first section. Got a pretty strong position. Here's the platoon sergeant, Robert, and he's leading a LMG team from first section. We'll start on ambush. Flamethrower team there, and they are hidden. And also this 2-man assault rifle team from first section, 1058th, is starting on ambush with Panzerfaust. Sergeant Gerald's half-track, good position, watching the bridge. The 1058th hold this first bridge. First section LMG team here got pushed back after failing FUBAR on an orders test. Sergeant Michael of 1058th, first section leader, with his dog Monster, and he's holding the demolition detonator for the explosives he planted on the bridge. So he is not on ambush, but this 2-man team here, led by Sergeant Martin, third section leader, and he has 1 rifleman with him, and they're going to start on ambush. Another thing, the green dice 6d6s are grenades held, and the brown d6s are the grenades held by the soldiers. So this flank strong. The first section, 1058th, is holding strong. They've only lost 1 soldier, KIA, on this flank. The 506 have lost, first squad's lost 7 men out of 12. So this flank, the 506 is being beaten. But they did build a barricade here in the field. On this flank, it's the opposite. The second section of the 1058th is down to the LMG gunner there in the food garden, and 2 men are left from second section with assault rifles and Panzerfaust there next to First Lieutenant Eulander's Puma. And then also here in the hedgerow, there's a man starting on ambush for the 1058th, second section, just the LMG gunner alone. And so that's only 4 fighters left, 4 soldiers still left. And there's 1 wounded man here for the third section of the 1058. And then the Germans have taken a few casualties. We'll get a count in just a moment. And the 1058th platoon leader, First Lieutenant Kreutner, start on ambush. 1058 sniper, far left window, will start on ambush. And as mentioned before, third section assistant leader Sergeant Logan manning the spotlight, illuminating that area. He will also start on ambush. 6th Fallschirmjäger still holding the Riverlock objective. These are second section. And also we have second section assistant leader Sergeant Hauser and a 2-man assault rifle team who are moving forward. Looks like back up the 1058. Rest of the second section, 2 LMG teams positioned here in the hard cover on each side of the bridge. Sergeant Hans, second section leader, opening up the barbed wire for the 6th Fallschirmjäger medic. Platoon Sergeant Fritz, 6th Fallschirmjäger. Third section's here, moving through the ruins of turn10. They're coming to reinforce the bridges. turn10 still fully controlled by the 6th Fallschirmjäger, plus bridge number 2 and 3 still under their control. As mentioned, the second section holding this bridge, first section's holding this bridge. Sergeant Carl on the bridge, Sergeant Jarl with the other half of second section or first section, moving over here with the LMG team from first section, and also 2-man assault rifles. Assault rifle team from the first section moving up to support the 1058th, who's crumbled on this flank, down to 4 men as mentioned before. Platoon commander of the 6th Fallschirmjäger, the 6th Fallschirmjäger commander, Major von der Heid, still positioned here in the chapel. So the Germans still hold all 3 bridges, the river lock, and they're leaving the river lock open, which is why these 1, 2, 3, and 4 green fields are all flooded, and just the 2 brown fields are dry. As of 0500 hours, we have 11 men KIA for the 506th. 4 are here from 3rd Squad. The other 7 were from 1st Squad of the 506. 1 in the ditch. 3 died in the front of the hedgerow in the battle for the hedgerow early in the fight. And then the 1st Squad sergeant was killed. And 2 more men near him. So a total of 11. The Germans have only lost 1 on this side from the 1058. And this side they've lost 8 more soldiers from the 1058 Grenadiers and 3 men that were riding in Sergeant Ronald's half-track from the 100th Panzer Regiment. So the Germans, a total of 12 KIA and 1 wounded, bleeding out turn 13, and the 506th 11 KIA. But the Germans hold all of turn10, the farm complex, headquarters of the 1058, all 3 of the bridges, plus have explosives on 1, and they hold the river lock, which is flooding the fields. So good fight. And real quick again, Platoon Sergeant David will start on ambush for the 506th. Sergeant Caleb the sniper will start on ambush. Sergeant Jory will start on ambush, another sniper. Platoon leader First Lieutenant Corey will start on ambush, and 1st Bazooka team will start on ambush right there against the hedgerow. For the Germans, right here, 2-man assault rifle team from the 1058 will start on ambush. Right behind them, 1st section LMG team will start on ambush. In the corner, Sergeant Martin and 1 man from the 3rd section 1058 will start on ambush. The wounded man will be down, of course. And then here in the corner of the hedgerow, the 2nd section 1058 LMG gunner will start on ambush. And then I already mentioned 1st Lieutenant Kreutner of the 1058, the 1058 sniper, and Sergeant Logan 1058, 3rd section with the spotlight. And that will be everyone starting on ambush. Alright, besides those dice on ambush, Germans, 39 order dice going in the bag. US, 31. 0500 hours, turn 10. First dice, US. Before the US 506 can use that first dice, I think we're going to have 1st Lieutenant Kreutner platoon leader of the 1058th, second floor of the farm complex. He is going to want to spring an ambush to have his radio operator call First Lieutenant Eulander in the Puma and have him immediately act along with some other soldiers around him because they know about Private Corey of 3rd Squad and his buddy with him. It was Private Hiram. So, and obviously, Platoon Sergeant David, he's going to want to also win the first ambush roll-off so he can order Private Corey and Private Hiram to advance further in the hedgerow, be hidden again. Here we go, rolling off for the first ambush. Germans are white. U.S. win the roll-off. Platoon Sergeant David wins the ambush roll-off. He's going to receive. He's on ambush actually, so he's gonna advance into the hedgerow toward the Puma, and he's going to pull 2 order dice. He's going to order Private Corey and Private Hiram, whose position is known by the Germans. He's going to order them to advance forward, actually, and stay hidden in the hedgerow. And they do not have any grenades left. But first, Sergeant David's going to advance forward first in the hedgerow. And then he'll give out these 2 orders. The other order he's going to give out is going to go to this 2-man rifle team from 3rd Squad next to 3rd Squad leader Sergeant McNeese. There he is. He's going to toss his grenade onto the 2 Germans from the 2nd Section Assault Rifle Team. Platoon Sergeant Davis just about to throw his grenade. Do the Germans go down? Right now it's 3. He'll be landing the grenade on a 3. Movement 4, close range back to 3. And then I checked, it's hard cover. So it'll be 5s if they don't go down. So they're not going to go down because I'd like to use them this turn. They went down last turn. All right, here we go. Looking for a 5 up to land the grenade. Oh, he misses. Oh. Let's see where the scatter dice is going to put this grenade. Hopefully not on their buddy in the hedgerow there or on his own team here. Okay, 2 inches. All right, let's get the tape out. So it's definitely going to land on First Lieutenant Eulander's Puma right in the front corner there. So grenade explodes on the front of the Puma. Here I'm running this Puma as an 8 armor. So I mean, he could glance with the we run the grenades as a 2-inch HE. So then no pins though, because this is a fully enclosed. So there's not gonna be any pins unless damage is done. The half track's different. If you land a grenade in the back of a half track, then regardless of if the half track is damaged, if anybody's back there, they're gonna feel it. So we're gonna say we're gonna roll and see if he's gonna be able to even damage the front wheel. I'm thinking, right? So the +2 penetration roll. So on a 6, then this guy might get a flat tire. Nope, not gonna do it. So nothing happens. And Platoon Sergeant David is still hidden because he threw a grenade, so they don't know where the grenade was thrown from. So he has 2 orders to give out. First, he's going to order Private Corey and Private Hiram that flanked the LMG team here. He's going to order them to. Their position is known, so they need to move. I think they're going to push forward. So they're gonna advance. They'll be able to go 4 inches, staying in the hedgerow and just moving up this way. So they're gonna advance in the hedgerow 4 inches up, and I don't think they're gonna fire. Let me think about it. Alright, so they advance up, and they've got a great shot back of these two soldiers, or might be within 6 inches of the LMG gunner here. They don't have any grenades, so they can't do anything else, but I think they're going to just stay hidden, because if they shoot, their position will be known again. So I think we will, and if they fire, that Puma can just swing the gun around and blast us. Although that bazooka man, if he moves forward one time, he might be within 6 inches and be able to see the Puma in 6-inch visibility. Puma doesn't really have much room to maneuver either. Let me think about it for a second. Alright, I've calculated, and I don't know that First Lieutenant Eulander will spin that gun around and try to kill these men once their position's given away again with gunfire on the 2-man second section of the 1058. They're in the road. Because that bazooka man might be, I haven't measured, but he might be in range of moving up and blasting that Puma if he holds that position and doesn't back up. So they're going to fire. Let's just do it. Well, Private Hiram just fell over on his own. I don't know if that's a good sign, but we're going to go for it. Private Hiram's going to get 1 shot. Private Corey 2 with the SMG, both under 6 inches. Germans are going to get hard cover though, so it's going to be hitting on, Private Corey will be on 3s. Close range 2s. Hard cover 4s, and Hiram will be on 5s. And the Germans are not going down. So the white dice 4s, green dice 5s. No hits. Oh boy. Private Corey and Private Hiram missed their shots on the Germans in the road. With Platoon Sergeant David's second order dice, he's going to order the 2-man team with rifles from 3rd Squad to advance. They'll be able to go about 5 inches forward. They got to climb a fence. They're going to lose an inch. And once they cross that fence, they are going to open fire on this German. And we'll see what they'll be hitting on. It'll be nasty. 3rd Squad soldiers advance forward. Both have rifles. They'll be hitting on 3s, close range 2s, movement back to 3s, single man 4s, soft cover 5s. So the German is not going to go down. Looking for 5s. No hits. Germans are getting lucky. Not going well after that push by Platoon Sergeant David and the 2 3rd Squad teams. All misses. Missed the grenade toss. And then all the shots missed. Let's see what's going to happen next. Alright, back to the first. Oh, no, wait a minute. We're going to have another ambush interrupt. 1058th platoon leader, First Lieutenant Kreutner, still wants that ambush to be able to initiate First Lieutenant Eulander and his Puma and the men around him. And also Sergeant Caleb, sniper on ambush. He wants to be able to act first so he can move over and then order Colonel Sink to pull his 4 dice and be able to make a move before for the Germans. Here we go. Germans brown dice, US green dice. Germans win this ambush roll. First Lieutenant Kreutner springs his ambush with a fire order. Germans win the ambush roll off. First Lieutenant Kreutner, 1058, platoon leader. Platoon commander is going to spring his ambush. He's going to have his radio operator right there. Radio First Lieutenant Eulander in his Puma. First Lieutenant Kreutner, he's ordered First Lieutenant Eulander by radio to with an order dice. But as I was thinking about that, I realized when Private Corey and Private Hiram fired, 2 green dice and 1 white dice, I think I rolled. And I'll check the video later, and I think the white dice, so Private Hiram's shot with the M1 carbine. I think it was a 4, which would be, with the U.S. rules, they don't get a minus for moving with that rifle, so it would have been a 4, not a 5, same as it was for Private Corey's 2 shots, but he did miss both of his. But we're gonna, I think I'm remembering that right, so we're gonna put a pin on these Germans who thought they were dodging all the bullets, and then we'll roll there. See, they'll be dying on 5s. Yep, just regulars. Oh, let's see what it is. I see a 5, so it's not a 5. Oh, just a pin marker. Still, now it's proper. All right, now, First Lieutenant Eulander. What's he gonna do? Think about it for a moment. A lot of possibilities of killing to do. So First Lieutenant Eulander is going to receive an advance order. Before he advances, he's first going to order the 2-man assault rifle team from 2nd Section, 1058, to advance. And they're going to advance back and then shoot. They're going to get on the other side of Sergeant Ronald's half-track and shoot over the hood, so they'll be in hard cover at Private Corey and Private Hiram. I'm going to say First Lieutenant Eulander is going to have to go open-topped to be able to order those 2 soldiers with assault rifles from the 2nd Section to advance into position here. So I'm going to make a marker. I didn't locate my model for the open-top, so OT, open-top. And now that he's open-topped, he's going to order the 2-man team here, 2nd Section assault rifles, to advance back. They have to pass their order test. They'll be looking for a 10 and under. They're going to pass and get rid of that pin marker. Well, they're going to be hitting on 3s. Close range 2s. Hard cover 4s. So looking for 4s. 2 hits. 2 hits. Killing them. They're regular. Killing them on 5s. Oh, you have 1 dead and a wounded. Will the Germans get to choose who the KIA is? No. Well, then Private Hiram is dead. And Private Corey is wounded. And let's see how many turns till he bleeds out. 1 turn. Oh, okay. Well, that's what happens when you miss your shots. Jeez. Well, that was a failed assault or attack. And Private Corey's bleeding out. 0500 hours. Turn 11. Better Hiram, rest in peace. Damn Germans got us. First Lieutenant Eulander's in the Puma's 2nd order dice. We'll go to Sergeant Ronald, who's driving the half-track. He's got 1 pin marker. He's going to order Sergeant Ronald to advance backwards. He needs to go and pick up a soldier to become a gunner, so that at least this thing can operate as a stug since the turret's jammed also. Sergeant Ronald's going to need to pass a 10 and under orders check to advance backwards 9 inches. Position over there along the wall. He's going to pass. Sergeant Ronald still in the fight. Germans lost this fight, but ended up dealing some nasty casualties. Now, First Lieutenant Eulander will also advance backwards. And he's going to stop somewhere before this order dice in the right of the screen. His goal is going to be to get within 6 inches and be able to be close enough to the hedgerow that he can see over. And he'll have to be right up against it, though, so we're going to try to maneuver See if we can get within 6 inches of these men since they fired their rifles this turn. Sergeant Hewland, our First Lieutenant Hewlander, was able to position himself against the hedgerow tight, and he is within 6 inches of these two third squad soldiers. And he'll get 6 shots with his MMG. It's going to be 3s, close range 2s, movement 3s, soft cover 4s. 4s. Oof, we got 4 hits. Not looking good. Those 4 hits. Let's see, he'll be dying on 5 ups, wounded on 4s. Oh, jeez. Both died twice. Nasty. Sergeant Jake McNeese, 3rd Squad Leader, just watched 3 of his men killed and 1 wounded. 0500 hours turn 10 is turning into a bloodbath for these 506th paratroopers. Okay, so 1058th Platoon Commander, First Lieutenant Kreutner, ordered First Lieutenant Hewlander's Puma to act on an advance order. Hewlander ordered the 2-man assault rifle team from 2nd Section of the 1058th to advance, and they killed and wounded Private Corey and killed Hiram. And then with Hewlander's 2nd dice, he ordered Sergeant Ronald to reverse, advance and reverse. And then now with First Lieutenant Kreutner's 2nd order dice, he's going to put Sergeant Gerald's half-track on ambush. There we go. Germans are looking dominant on both flanks now. Middle's quiet. That spotlight swinging around. Can't do much through the middle. Plus, what's firepower that's inside of the 2nd floor of this building? 2 LMG teams and a sniper. 2 radio operators. And this side's looking a lot stronger now too after those 3 KIA and 1 wounded from the 3rd Squad. Rough. And at last, after battling for the initial ambushes of 0500 hours, turn 10, we're finally to our first dice. There's no other ambushes that are going to interrupt. The remaining German units on ambush will stay on ambush, which again is the 2-man assault rifle team from 1st Section here. Right behind them, an LMG team from 1st Section, both 1058. Sergeant Gerald's half-track and on ambush. Sergeant Martin and 1 extra soldier here from 3rd Section, 1058 on ambush. Sergeant Caleb's on ambush here, and Sergeant Jory here. First Lieutenant Platoon Leader Corey on ambush, and 1st Bazooka Team on ambush there. And I think that wraps up everybody who's going to interrupt the first dice with ambushes. There's a sniper for the 1058th on the 2nd floor, far right window of the farm compound, and he's on ambush, but he'll stay. Sergeant Logan, 1058th, 3rd Section Assistant Leader with the spotlight. He's on ambush, but he's lighting this spot up right now. He's going to just keep that spot lit up, keep on ambush so he can swing that light when he's ready. So yeah, that'll wrap up everybody who's on ambush. The US dice finally. Yeah, this man's on ambush too. The 2nd Section LMG gunner in the hedgerow there, he's on ambush, but he's going to hold that ambush for now. And A lot of ambush. The whole part 1 of 0500 turn 10 is going to be ambushes. Critical though. Couldn't even get to the first US dice without 3 US KIA from 3rd Squad, all explosive experts. They need those men for the bridge demolitions. They really need to demolish one of those 2 main bridges into Carentan, so that when the German armor reinforcements show up, they won't be able to come smashing down both bridges. But this side was looking really strong, but now they've lost those men that were going to go and take out that bridge. Still got Sergeant Jake McNeese, 3rd Squad leader here. He's the main character for the demolitions, but Tim Sergeant Davis still up. But that was rough losses. That'll do it for tonight. Next time we'll kick off the first dice of this term. Epic. The sun rises turn 12 too. Oh. Failed opportunities. Don't know if the 506 can make it to those bridges now. Had a chance.